I really didn't get excited, I guess, about learning until I was in high school. When I started to learn about the greater choice that you could have in what you study. And so again, when you started to follow your own interest, um, one of the things that I've learned from my friends since is, curiosity and caring both come from the same root. And so it's important to ask those questions because that shows that you have concern and care. And so I just, when my grandfather passed away and just all these things started happening as I was growing up, I just, I wondered what the significance in all of it was. And so I just asked some questions and studied some things and wrote some book reports and somehow made it through college right after high school. And I still don't even feel like I went to college. That's why I tell you guys you're all like young adults, and I feel like this is a college campus because you guys could just as well have been with me on my campus and in those courses. And so that's why I encourage you just to really keep on working hard and to keep on going forward with your studies. I don't think I did anything special or anything amazing or magnificent, but I do think I was pretty honest with my teachers. I would let them know that I didn't like the books and that I wanted more practical application, that it was getting too heavy, the theory wasn't really based on the ground. And so sometimes I would miss finals because I was working on a political campaign, but I'd pass the class and my teachers were cool with it because I was honest with them. I let them know where I was coming from, and I think that's one of the important things that my teacher reminded me too when I was in school is that one of the hardest things that we could do in all of our lives is to really be honest with ourselves, because it's so easy to buy all the BS that we sell ourselves, and we love it, we'll rest in it all day long, but when you sit down and you start to really be honest with yourself, that's really hard. And I think that's what real people of character are. Real people with integrity are people who say, given what I know, given what I'm learning, given what I care about, given how I feel about all of those things, what would I like to see done? And then they go out and do it. That's real people with character and integrity right there. That's really being honest with yourself through and through. I still have a lot of work to do with that right now. As I'm sure all of us have to do. There's always room for growth and for improvement in our daily lives and our interactions with those around us. But again, I think that honesty is something of highest importance right now. Because if you're not honest with yourselves, you could be very easily unhonest and dishonest and disloyal to so many others. And again, going back to my degree that I got in religious studies, religion, I think it comes from the word religio, the Latin root word, and that means a reconnecting, a retying, a rebonding. And so again, that's sometimes what I tell my teachers, what I think education is about. Educare means to bring up, and so I say it's to bring up those connections to one another, to nature, to all the different cultures and all the different ethnic groups that exist around this world. And that's what my grandfather worked for, that's what Martin Luther King worked for, that's what all the greats have worked for, to find unity through diversity. Because how boring it would be if we all looked the same, and we all talked the same, and we had the same ideas, what a bore. And that's really what individualism is about. It's about sharing your unique perspective, your unique vision of reality with others, and imparting that with them, and sharing it with them, and convincing them of that. It's not about this little me, this little individualistic me. No, that doesn't get anybody anywhere, and I think we're learning that right now in so many ways. And right now I was reading, sorry, I keep on getting back into it, I don't mean to, but I'm just all over the place. I was reading this column in the New York Times by this columnist, David Brooks. He wrote a column called The Broken Society, and he's generally what you would call the conservative op-ed reporter. But what he wrote about is the importance of communitarian values and the importance of human association. And so it's just like, it's ridiculous because people don't know how to listen to each other. It's like, well, I think the liberals are working for that, and I think if the conservatives say they want that, then why are they not hearing each other when they say they want to work for the community? Yes, they may have different ideas about how we go about getting there, but if they could both keep in mind that we want to get to the same place, then they should be able to sit down at the table and work things out together, right? And so, that's what you guys need to do as you go forward. You guys need to, end all this crap of professional politics who go from one office office to the next, and sorry to all my politician friends who do this, maybe even family members who might be doing it next. But we need to end all that professional politics where you go from one office to the next and you sell bogus ideas to the public who buys into it, and then it's not even achievable, and then you have this broken society that we see right now, right? And so it's like, that's why you guys need to wake up. That's why you guys need to do work, because you guys are a part of it, and you guys working together can change this. So, I've been to a lot of places, and now they're starting to talk about this generation, our generation, as Generation Fix. Before it was Generation X and this and that and whatever, but now it's back to Generation Fix. So there you guys are, Generation Fix. Look at yourselves in the mirror, and it's really sad that we've been presented with what we've been given, but we have to deal with it, right? We have to accept it, and just go forward. And that's why you guys are here, to learn all these important lessons that you gain through the books, through your teachers, through all your different lessons. So, and I'll do my best too to make sure that I do that. That I read with you guys, and that I'm getting involved. I'm continuing to read books. I have a bunch of books that I'm throwing around right now. I've been too busy. I need to do more reading. I need to do more writing. That's for sure. I do too much talking, right? So